week. I'm Drew. I'm joined by uh, Baker Breadman.
Hello, how are you doing? It's so great to finally be on the show. Long time listener, first time caller.
Uh, yeah, I wasn't expecting to have you here,
No,
but
I made I found some time in my schedule. Shefty's been up my ass lately. He just begs me for scoops all the time. Uh, and him and Rap Attack, as I like to call him,
oh,
my very, 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 very good friend Diana Rossini,
yeah,
whom has been dropping some great, great news lately. So in between talking to them, I found some time in my schedule, and also Shefty's in the locker right now because he's only 3 feet tall.
yeah.
So very easy when he gets rambunctious. I just like to throw in there, like, feed him a little bit of Dramamine, and he's out. So I got about an hour or two.
I think he's a little bit Italian too, so you know.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's not. He doesn't steal things, so that leads me to believe that he may just be Irish.
No, he's got like he looks a little Italian. Uh, I saw your best friend Jordan Schultz has been busy lately.
Yes, Jordan Schultz, a name that I recognize
Yeah,
in
fellow
person.
insider from
Yes,
Seattle.
yes, thank you. I'm actually partial to the Prince generated reporter Dove Kleinman personally,
Oh,
a
okay.
true hero of the field, one of the greatest to ever do it. Um, I mean, when I think of sportscasters and sports reporters, I think of Harry Carey, Bob Costas, and Dove Kleinman.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we've had kind of a busy week here in Seattle with free agency and all that.
Yeah, no. Do you want to get started? What was your favorite move?
Oh boy, favorite. I guess re-signing Ernest Jones. Like just not fucking that one up. Shout out Ernest Jones. Proud of you, John, for not fucking that one up.
What was that? That was a 3 year, $33 million deal, right?
Yeah, it was like pretty modest.
That's a pretty good deal to lock up a really solid player.
Yeah.
Got to say, I mean, the intangibles on that kid are really great. Love the tape. Uh, he's a great. He looks good.
Yeah. Uh Now, least favorite move, that's going to be a little harder to decide.
Well, I'm gonna start. I gotta say, DK Metcalf. That sucks to see him go. I mean, he's a great guy. Great intangibles. Looks great on film.
Fuck. Fuck you.
Just a great guy. Like a great tape guy. So seeing him go really, really disappointing, to be quite honest.
Okay. What did you think of the Sam Darnold signing?
Sam Darnold's a bit different. Y- you know, uh, great, great intangibles. Looks really good on tape. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's just a great guy. I mean, he's a great tape guy. And you know, uh, I don't know how having a ginger quarterback is going to affect the team long term, but I'm open to experimentation, which is similar to what my wife said right before we got divorced. So,
Okay. Yeah, sorry to hear about that.
oh
Uh,
no, it's fine.
yeah, Sam Darnold for sure maybe can be the heart of this offense, but he sure as fuck will not be the soul of it.
No, I mean, the Sam Darnold thing, it's whatever. I get ready to learn. Get ready to learn bridge quarterback, buddy.
Get ready
Do
to
you,
learn 5 and 12. Fucking hell, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
You think they're going to pick up Jackson Dart?
Uh, I think he would be a decent pick in like the fourth round. Unfortunately, there's a very real chance he might go in the first.
I would actually be really surprised if he goes in the first.
I don't know, because like it's kind of a weak class
It
this
is a weak
year.
class, but I've done a little bit of scouting on Jackson Dart.
Incredible name.
Yeah, incredible name, and he goes to one of my favorite schools of all time. So yeah, I was watching a documentary on Ole Miss the other day. It was called "The Ku Klux Klan and White Power in America."
Okay.
No, but Jackson Dart. No, I mean, listen, the kid. Watch the tape.
Okay.
I mean, great intangibles. Good guy, great guy. He looks great on tape. He's a great tape guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching all the tape on all the quarterbacks pretty soon here. I mean, as you know, I am the draft expert.
I mean, that's what this podcast is. Unfortunately, Ben isn't here. I mean, everybody knows this podcast for the hosts. You
Yeah,
have the largest twink in the world. You have the greatest draft analyst since Mel Kiper Sr. And you have the world's foremost woman respecter.
and all three of those are Rodrigo.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. The football moves have been overshadowed by a lot of stuff. But I do want to say the move that I genuinely was just like, fuck it, why not, was bringing our Yakistan boy home.
Jesus, 3 years, $45 million is insane, though.
You know, whatever, man. I don't even care. I don't watch football.
Okay. Hey,
I watch a lot of football. I am Baker Breadman, world's foremost media analyst.
very impressive. You managed to hold up the bit for 7 minutes.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I am not on the doom and gloom on this team.
Okay, well,
I think that defense is going to be absolutely lights out. I think we do need help in the secondary. And I think they can keep their linebacker core as it is, maybe pick up a little depth help. But if they have the line locked down, if they can get some help in the secondary, I think that defense is going to be top 3 in the NFL. As for the offense, if you can just score a couple of points and let the defense do most of the work, maybe we can survive till next year.
they literally might only score a couple points. I mean, I want to like get into this like a little more realistically instead of just like being like it's all fucked and I'm gonna kill myself and I'm gonna do it at the VMAC and I'm taking.
Well, the joke's on the Seahawks because I was going to do that anyways.
Yeah. So like I think the defense puts a floor on this team of like 6 wins,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what the offense does.
Yep.
Right. So basically, we just need the offense to be good enough for 5 wins. And I have some questions about that. There is one huge factor that I think maybe gives us reason to not kill ourselves, and that is that Ryan Grubb is no longer the offensive coordinator. And so, like, even though Sam Darnold is a clear downgrade over Geno Smith and fucking Cooper Kupp and Marquez Valdez Scantling are clear downgrades from DK Metcalf and Tyler
But hey, you
Lockett.
forgot the real playmaker of our team,
AJ Barner.
Noah Fant.
Fuck you.
Also, AJ Barner's gone.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
AJ Barner, rookie tight end.
Oh, it was somebody else. Never mind.
Yeah, obviously. Fuck you. You think I don't know? You think I don't know what I'm talking
World's
about?
foremost NFL expert.
I am AJ Barner's strongest soldier. You think I wouldn't know if he got cut?
I just don't believe that people who go by AJ should be allowed to exist in our world.
This is true, but
That's such a 90s coded name.
I mean, his first name is Albert.
Okay, AJ's better. Albert
You want to be
Albert Barner sounds like the alcoholic racist dad from a 70s sitcom.
Yeah, so I think AJ is fine. Call him AJ. No, it was so sick though. All the fucking people who were like, nah, yeah, we're totally gonna take all these cap savings and reinvest in the offensive line. Like, my brother in Christ, do you not know John Schneider's game?
I mean, the man's game is very obvious. It's checkers. I'm kidding. It's not checkers. He plays chess, but he plays the Queen's Gambit board game chess, so not real chess.
He's playing solitaire while everyone else is playing Balatro.
I would get Balatro. Is that like blackjack or like five card draw? Like, what is Balatro?
It is kind of like poker solitaire, but also a roguelite.
I don't know what that last word means.
Okay, so you know how there are games where like where you play until you die and then you restart your run.
Okay.
But you keep like some skills from the past run to help you with your next one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
Do you make money?
You don't make real money, but like.
Oh, okay, then I don't care.
It's a video game, like.
To my king, my one, the man that I have faith in to restore this country, Donald Trump, please force Washington to allow online gambling again.
Yeah, totally. Do that thing.
Mm-hmm. If I'm going to go down, I want to do it millions of dollars in debt because of online blackjack.
You're like, let me download DraftKings. Proud sponsor of the NFL.
We need Dylan in here. We're like in a down mood right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the potential for improvement is there just on a schematic level. But it is hard not to be thinking, like, even if it is good and it does work, like, it would be better with Gino and DK.
Yeah, and I'm not really liking kind of the bullshit, like, oh, we want guys who want to be here type thing. It's like, I get that. And
I'm going to tell you right now, anyone would want to be here for $30 million.
Yeah, exactly. And again, their biggest need is interior O-line, right?
Yeah.
And are they going to pursue that through the draft? It's like, that's very risky in today's offensive line climate, if you will.
Yeah, they're not really getting coached in college.
No, absolutely not. So it's actually better to go through free agency rather than develop right now.
Yeah, so they had Will Fries for the taking. He would put the fries in the bag. Fucking hell. They had Will Fries for the taking. They offered a 3-year deal for $18 million a year. He took a 5-year deal for $18 million a year in Minnesota. Apparently, Seattle wanted him to come in and take a physical before they signed him, and Minnesota said, nah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not holding the feet to the fire over Will Fries. I think that his durability was definitely a concern. in signing. So I'm
Yeah,
not super torn up about that one. Yes, he was arguably the best prospect on it. This free agency class
yeah. I mean, there were other
was
guys too.
atrocious.
There were other guys too. We didn't get any of them. All of the top
Okay, we're
guys
gonna
are.
go through the draft.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah. You know, we actually had like a pretty good left guard like 2 years ago.
J.R. Sweezy,
Jesus.
Jay Sweeze,
Yeah.
Sweezy Breezy,
Yep. That's the one.
Arizona Cardinals legend.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I mean, fucking letting Damian Lewis walk for $13 million a year, looking right now like a real bozo move.
Do you think that John Schneider's just the new Dipoto?
No, no. Okay, so I'm actually a Jerry Dipoto defender because I know the real problem there is ownership won't let him spend. Uh, I'm a little curious to see if that's a problem with the Seahawks too, but I do know for a long time they have been allowed to spend and do big contracts, and they never do them with offensive linemen. So, you know, I think they're very different. I think Jerry Dipoto is very good at making the most of a bad situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I think John is really good at fucking up a good situation.
I mean, none of this really matters. I'm a Raiders fan as of last week, so
Oh, not as of like 2 months ago when they hired Pete.
it took a little convincing, but I got there eventually.
You just had to wait till they traded for Geno. Imagine having a worse quarterback than the Raiders. Do you realize how fucked that is?
You know, at one point in the NFL, Jim Plunkett played. Rich Gannon played. So, yeah, no, it's been a while since we could have said that sentence.
It's very fucked up, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Didn't Jerry Garcia quarterback for them at some point? Like, they have gone through
No, I don't think
quarterbacks
Jerry
like
Garcia of the Grateful Dead quarterbacked for anyone.
Jeff Garcia. That's who I was thinking.
Jeff Garcia, let's see. He was with the 49ers and the Browns, Eagles. I don't think he was ever with the Raiders.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of Raiders quarterbacks over the last 20 years. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I mean,
Jamarcus Russell. That's. Oh yeah, Derek Carr.
I mean, does Marcus Mariota really count? Because he only started like 2 games.
It's kind of like the Browns, where they would bring like the Browns and Seneca Wallace.
Like they brought him in to be the backup, and he played as the backup, and he played well in his relief appearances. And then he got a big deal from the Falcons, and that went how you would expect.
He won Super Bowl MVP.
Is that what you expect from Marcus Mariota?
No, he's an Oregon QB. He has to be great in the NFL.
And the sample size for this is
Marcus Mariota.
they're all. I mean, it's a little fucked right now because Justin Herbert's good.
Wait, was Justin Herbert on the Oregon Ducks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, this is the best part. Like, this podcast needs to change from Seahawks coup d'etat to man gets football explained to him.
Yeah.
So what is a goalpost?
It's the thing I keep moving in arguments. That's how I always win. Don't tell anyone my little secret. It's that and gaslighting.
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss, the tagline of this series.
Yes, sir. I don't know. Bo Nix, allegedly, I I'm supposed to believe is good. I think he's just Mac Jones 2.0.
I think he's in for a rude awakening this next season, and I can't wait to watch
Yeah.
that. Who's that guy who does the worst season or whatever?
Brandon Perna.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see him lose his shit again.
The new worst game ever.
What? How little self-respect do you have to start doing Manscaped ads?
I don't know if they offer enough money. I'll do it.
All right. I guess asking somebody with very little self-respect was a poor idea.
Hey. No, it's not that. It's I have very little money. And they probably pay pretty well. Just saying.
I would only ever sell out for Clash of Kingdoms.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Rise of Empires.
Hey, you remember Age of Empires? We made a worse version for your phone.
Yeah, no, that shit's sick. Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's so cool. My favorite games are the ones where their biggest selling feature is you don't have to play it.
Okay, I need to bring up something that I've been having advertisements on the Everything app. And now I need to be careful about what I say because I don't want to get it twisted. This is not a critique of Tesla or of the Cybertruck or of Elon Musk or of X, the Everything app. Everything is happening on X. TM. Copyright.
Okay.
What the fuck is with the advertisements? Because I keep on getting these weird advertisements. I'm not sure what it is, and then it's like one of those like one of those strangers meet apps, and I'm like seeing it, and it's just getting weird. And then there's the AI dating, or the dating life sims.
Yeah.
And
Are you sick of jorking your shit to real girls? You want to pay money to jork it to fake ones instead?
No, but that's the thing. Every time I see this, it's always these AI models, and every time I see them, it just for a second I'm like, okay, that's just the AI, the uncanny valley thing going on, and then it dawned on me, seeing them, and you can see in the models that AI is getting fed some inappropriately aged girls into their models, and it's
yeah.
I'm trying to block these ads. You can't block ads anymore.
Yeah, Dan, that's
ads.
Yeah,
so
crazy problem. I don't have that problem on the site I use. But
oh wait, that's right. You're on Blue Sky now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, again,
I would use that, but nobody tells me to kill myself.
You have not lived until you have a Finnish nationalist tell you to kill yourself because you remind them of who the Finns fought with in World War II.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure that's fun for you. I have my own little X the Everything app bit that I've been going strong with. I think I did it today. Let me check real quick.
Actually, why no Stroganoff?
Yeah. I just have to make sure I did it today.
If you CC that to RFK Jr. and say that it's going to be better because it's beef stroganoff doesn't have seed oils in it, you'll probably make some headway.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Is I wouldn't buy it.
you just want beef stroganoff on the McDonald's menu.
Yeah. I mean, do I go to McDonald's basically ever? No. Would I order it even if I did and it was available? Would I order it? No.
Dog, I'm a sucker for a Oreo Shamrock Shake McFlurry.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, it's not like I'm anti McDonald's or anything. It's just like, It's
No, we're pro corporation on this podcast.
it's too expensive for what it is.
Do you think it'll be more expensive when they have to fry everything in beef tallow instead of the seed oils, which are
Oh my
slowly
god.
eroding our masculinity?
Yes. But it'll be worth it then. I'll go when they start frying everything in beef tallow. I have a friend who's like actually into that whole thing. Like he thinks RFK is like a genius.
You know, they were talking about it on Chapo. I do enjoy how our big push for, you know, healthy food is starting in fast food and making sure the fries are cooked in beef tallow.
No, that's awesome. I love it so much. Hey, how's the measles outbreak going?
Oh, do you want to get into some healthcare shit, because I can rant about this, and it'll, yeah, I can go into this.
Okay.
You want to talk about measles? Measles has come back at historic levels, and by when I say historic, I don't mean it's like higher than anything we've seen before, but it's like we haven't seen this in close to a century. Like measles is curable and
Yeah,
very
that's awesome.
curable.
It's like they have a vaccine for it and it's effective.
And I do love that he caved so quickly and was practically begging, with that voice like this, please get the measles vaccine.
Please get a vaccine. You
It
gotta get
was
the
like,
measles vaccine, even if it gives you autism. You'd rather have autism than measles.
no, but yeah, he caves so hard on that. I I think though that the paranoia around him, it goes both ways. You know, you have the weird hype boys who it's like RFK Jr. is the next coming of Jesus Christ. He's going to lead us into a healthier
Yeah.
next level of human evolution. And those people are real, and that's actually uh, just so terrifying that that's how this people in this country have started to attach themselves to ideologies and policy. Uh, but then on the other hand, you have all these weirdo doomers who are stuck in 2020 and are like, you need to wear a mask everywhere. You need to like wear PPE everywhere. It's like, yes, absolutely. It helps wear PPE when you're sick and everything. When you go outside, wear a mask. But the absolute doomerism over this is also unhelpful. Uh, Although we are starting to see some breakthroughs in like H5N1 is absolutely terrifying. The new type A influenza that was going around this season was a lot worse than it has been in years. Very funny though to see people being like, "I see people sick all the time." Like, do you remember the last time that you saw people sick like every other week? And it's like, dog, it is February. It's cold and flu season. This happens. You know why
Yeah,
you don't
no.
remember? Because we had COVID that took 3 years where people were barely going out without a mask and we had quarantine. And that gave us like a huge reset where our minds just decided, nope, anything before that does not exist. So you have these just neurotic opposite forces really just banging together, and one side is winning very clearly.
Is it the Nazi side?
No, there's so you see the communists are the actual Nazis.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Antifa's the Nazis, and the Palestine
Adolf,
activists at
Adolf
Columbia.
Hitler was the biggest Antifa. Uh, Hitler was actually the biggest anti-Nazi of them all because he had all those communists executed.
Exactly, exactly. No, the real Nazi is Mahmoud Khalil,
Yeah, Jesus.
who I mean, just terrorist. Throw him to the pigs, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, should have thought about that before choosing to be Palestinian.
But yeah, no, I mean, RFK is
No,
absolutely
he's so
hilarious
sick.
as Department of Health head. I do not see anything other than this beef tallow thing being an actual policy from the Department of Health
He's
for
like,
the next
he's
4
like, we're
years.
gonna put everyone on antidepressants and ADHD medication in fucking wellness camps, and
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do a needle sharing program, and by that I mean we're gonna take anybody who's having hepatitis C. You're gonna use a needle and give it to someone who hasn't had it.
well, because if everyone has hepatitis, nobody has hepatitis.
It's herd immunity.
No, that's awesome. Like, well, if we all have it, we can band together and fight it together. No, it was so sick when RFK was like petitioning the FDA to ban the polio vaccine.
You know, it's. Do you know anybody who's had polio?
No,
Ask your mother if she's known anybody who's had polio. Then ask your grandmother if she's known anyone who's had polio. The answers are very different for them than you or me.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, my parents aren't very. They're not that old. Uh, I don't know how
But
much of an issue polio was in the '80s.
I mean, it was still around, but like not nearly what it was. The effects of polio were still very much a thing. I mean, iron lungs were still around in the 80s and 90s
Yeah, no,
because
that's
of
awesome.
people who had early effects of polio. I mean, it's one of those. It's the same thing. And so you know how I was talking about the people who it's like they see the cold and flu and they freak out because it's like people shouldn't be getting sick like this. It's like no, it's natural. It's like yes, it'd be preferable that people don't
I
get
shouldn't be
sick.
getting sick.
Yeah, you in particular.
Yeah, I shouldn't be getting sick. It's fucked up that I got sick. Okay,
But
because like I had things to do last weekend and I couldn't do them. And do you know how inconvenient that is?
well, like the problem is we have this cognitive dissonance because enough time has passed for us that we don't actually see the effects of you know. Oh, 1 second. Ugh. We don't see the. We're no longer personally witness to the effects of polio or, or like the absence of a polio vaccine. That's not an issue for us anymore. So, and we've gone through this 90s. Who was that famous actress? She led the whole vaccines cause autism thing. She was like the big face of it.
Something McCarthy.
Yeah, Sarah McCarthy. But and we went through that, and that's just led us to this like uh, very it's led to this like neurotic breakdown for these suburbanites who have lost control of their future, don't understand that they've lost control of their future, have no way of gaining back control, but see this as a way that they can do that. They found the problem and they're stopping it. It's the same thing with, like the QAnon obsession with pedophiles and human trafficking, something that is a real world issue, but that these people don't have control over.
Okay,
However,
so it was Jenny McCarthy,
Jenny McCarthy.
married to Donnie Wahlberg.
I loved him in The Wire.
Okay, it's great.
But you know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah,
it's this suburban.
yeah. It's the fucking crunchy moms and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Arizona moms who go and get healing crystals, but then vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, it's fucking sick. Love it. It's like the people who bought those fucking little wristbands that had like the little bead in it that like centers your magnetism or whatever.
you remember when mood rings were a thing? I want to
Yeah,
bring mood rings back.
when I was like 7, you could get them at the skate deck.
Do, do you know? Do you have any friends who are ring guys?
I don't think so.
I really love a good ring guy. You know, like he has like a cross. He's not a Christian, but he has a cross ring.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know any ring people. I don't have any rings, unfortunately. Uh, my hands are plain and boring. I don't know. Maybe I'll become a chain guy.
You gotta wear. You can just become Greek. You just wear like shirts that are one size too small, so the buttons are like really struggling, and
Oh
then you can wear
god,
chains with that.
I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll do it if it's funny enough.
All right. So, do you think? When is the draft? Also, is it the season hasn't started? Has it? Is it technically season started?
The league year has started.
Okay, yeah.
If that's what you're asking about.
That's what I mean. I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, the season starts in March. Okay. No, so the draft is at the end of April. The league year starts in the middle of March.
Okay.
And training camp starts in July. Preseason's in August, and the regular season starts like the weekend after whatever the what's that holiday in fucking September, like Labor Day or whatever.
Yeah, Labor Day, the
Okay, yeah.
fake May Day.
Yeah, so like yeah, it's like the weekend after that. It's kind of like school starting, I think, in that way.
Gosh. I might have to let you go. I think I need to get some cough syrup. I swear to God, if I get a influenza type A again, I'm going to be really upset.
I don't know all the different types. I'm not an influenza guy.
Influenza? I hardly know a.
Yeah.
God, we need to pick a better day so we can get Dylan on. We're just this is just the depression episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what have we talked about so far? The Seahawks are fucked, maybe, possibly, probably.
Country's fucked, probably.
And RFK, fucking Jenny McCarthy, fucked up American psyches.
It's okay. At least our healthcare system's not falling apart.
Totally. Yep.
As someone who does not work within the healthcare system, I can tell you with great confidence that we are doing just fine.
Yes, sir. The stonks are going nuts. And by nuts, I mean they're all down.
They're very down.
So much. Which is actually good. It's good that they're down, and they should stay down.
You want to know what actually might get me up in arms? Is the 200% tariff that's about to be put on Peroni lager.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a certain expectation for what the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to cost, and if it's more than that because of tariffs, I'm going to start reading up on my Second Amendment rights. I'm a treatler, but my treat is Nintendo Switch.
Man, I just want my Italian lager. That's all I want in my life. It's already $11. I swear to God, if this goes to what, $30 a pack? No, $11 for a 6-pack.
Oh, because it's like fucking beer. I'm sorry, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't know this shit.
Well, you better start learning, buddy. It's going to be a long 4 years.
It's going to be a long 4 years. I'm going to be sober for all of it.
That's a choice.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No, I mean, between that, good luck buying a new car anytime soon.
Thankfully, I have a 1991 Honda Accord that will never break down. So
Thankfully, I have a Toyota.
I almost bought a Geo Tracker.
That, as fun as that would be, unless you can work on it yourself, that is a bad investment right now.
Well, yeah, I almost bought one, but the fucking guy on Facebook Marketplace ghosted me.
Oh,
And then
he
he came back.
sold
He's
it and
like,
didn't want to tell you.
well, well, he was like, every day he's like, yeah, I don't know, I gotta like check on this thing. I won't be whole. And he's like, oh yeah, I sold it to someone else. But which is fine because I have a working car. I had it looked at recently, and everything's actually in pretty good shape.
No, I was planning on buying a Prius here soon, like a brand new one, the Prius Prime. But with the tariffs, that premium package is going to go from about $39,000 to almost $60,000. So that's nice.
I got the most premium package. It's not in my car though.
God, I can. Oh gosh,
That was a dick joke,
man. That was a dick joke. I was trying to do a blown tranny joke, but
okay.
Got to get L on the podcast.
I blew a tranny and then my car broke down.
God. You should rename this episode Post Free Agency Depression. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I lost you for a second.
Should be good.
Okay.
Yeah, my whole thing just like I want to have more guests, but then I'd have to like ask people to come on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, you got me, Baker Breadman, world's foremost NFL. The fuck is that? NFL expert.
NFL insider, Baker Breadman.
Exactly.
Do you have any scoops for us?
You know, give me 1 second. I have some stuff I know that I've been excited about.
You gotta text. You gotta text him and ask.
What? No, I am Baker Breadman. I am the world's foremost NFL insider. Yep. Okay. Here's one. The Seattle Seahawks have entered negotiations with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, that's an old one. You want to know what's really shitty, honestly? So he and I were big. I mean, me and my associate, because I am Baker Breadman.
You and your ghostwriter.
We were cooking up a scoop about Aaron Rodgers signing with the Seahawks because, and it is funny, I just gotten off of work and I text him this and we're like getting all the details of how we're going to get this one down. It was Aaron Rodgers coming to the Seahawks, but not only that, there was a special clause that the Seahawks for the remainder of his time in Seattle would unretire the number 12 so that he can wear 12 here in Seattle. And I'm like, and we were getting all that ready and we have it ready to go. And it's like, we'll do it the next day. And it's like, first thing next morning, going to post it. Not even 3 hours later, Diana Rossini drops that thing about Aaron Rodgers going to the Seahawks and everything, or being in talks with the Seahawks, being a favorite. And immediately everybody started talking about that, making that same joke, and I was so upset because I was like, we should have dropped this sooner. And then it's like, whatever, we'll still do it the next morning. Next morning comes around, they sign Sam Darnold. It's like, well, it's over, folks.
Okay, I got a little conspiracy about the whole thing. I think John put out the Aaron Rodgers thing basically just like get people like panicking.
Mm-hmm.
So that they would be relieved when we signed Sam Darnold.
You think that he's just fucking with Seahawk fans at this moment?
I think he is an emotionally manipulative, abusive
alcoholic
general manager. He might be an alcoholic. I don't know.
Have you seen that face? How red he is?
Yeah,
How close he is to getting the alcoholic's nose?
I think he might just be like out of shape.
He's just fat.
Yeah.
No, his liver isn't failing. He's just fucking disgusting.
His liver's failing for other reasons. Maybe
he has fatty liver disease, but it's not from alcohol.
Maybe I should get alcoholic's nose. I'll start drinking just so I can have a fat nose.
Do you realize how much alcohol you have to consume to get that shit? And every time I see it, I'm always amazed. It's like, dude, you fucking rocked. Like, you are the literal meme of the person drinking a Modelo while going 80 down a fucking school zone.
Yeah. The official stance of the Seahawks Cooted Hot podcast is excessive drinking is cool.
You're goddamn right, it is.
Everyone should be an alcoholic except me.
Do you want to survive the next 4 years?
All men become alcoholics and bums to lower the bar for me, please. I'll look so good.
I mean, I don't have to worry about a bar because I've learned from the world's foremost woman respecter that I mean, he respects women so much he doesn't even have sex with them. I've learned a lot from him, and he's taught me always drink.
Okay.
The cure for male loneliness is to do heroin in high school. And if you play Hoi 4, you're gay.
All of these things are true.
And also that John Schneider is an alcoholic and fat.
He's fat and alcoholic, and he's stupid, and I hate him.
I hate his face.
I used to think he had a cool voice. Now I hate his voice. And his wiener's probably not even that big.
Yeah. All right. I'm probably going to let you go.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll have to get a good day where we can get Dill on.
And maybe we can get Ben on.
Yeah. No, Ben definitely should come onto the podcast again.
And we can have you come on again. And
yeah, absolutely.
It'll all be a mess. I have to ask people to come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.